I don't need music to pay me. If I did, I'd be fucked up. I mean, I've made great deals, man. My catalog is, you know, I feel like an old man on Social Security. I live on a fixed income.
We know who
you
you
know what I'm
signed.
saying?
We know who you signed.
Huh?
We know who you signed. There's
I
definitely some good
mean,
checks coming in.
listen, bro. Let me
We don't
tell
know
you
the
something.
inner workings of the deal, but
One
we
of the
know you signed
things-
some
One of
motherfuckers.
the things that I think one should always remember, I don't have to hang my hat on the success of nobody singularly, because at the end of the day, I have a T.I.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? And also, I have a plethora of talents to pull from to diversify my portfolio in such a way where when this one isn't earning at the rate that I need it to, I just kind of amplify these or those, or I create something new. I don't see myself as much as a rapper than I do a builder of brands. Like I create IPs. You know what I mean? I build IPs and I leverage the success of those IPs for money. And I maintain ownership of those IPs. Except for Family Hustle. I fucked up on that one. They caught me slipping, so what?
Really?
Yeah. Viacom on that. That's cool though.
Yeah.
They caught me
How they
slipping
catch
that
you
time.
slipping on that one?
Cause I was getting out of prison. You know what I mean? And for me, I didn't see it being so big. I saw it as like a commercial for people to see something other than the guy who went back to prison. So it was sort of like it was a image, a rebranding, representing of, you dig what I'm saying? And once it worked like that, you know, the deal was already kind of done. And I didn't see that one.
You didn't know you were going to still be thinking about it.
I didn't know I was
all these
still going
years
to be
later,
thinking
yeah.
about it, exactly. I had no way of fathoming what these young people and Tamika would you know, put on screen to add to what I already had and kind of compensate for what I had missing. I never could have imagined that.
But this,
so they caught me slipping.
This
so
is the
what?
number one thing I want to get your perspective on is like, it's easy in a way when you're 20 or when you're on that come up. It's kind of easy because you need money and you need attention so bad that you have no choice but to fucking grind. Once you get the fuck you money or even anywhere close to it, it's kind of like, well, what is the battery in your back at this point?
Vision. That's his driving force. It's my driving force. Should be yours. There are things that I have in my mind that I know could benefit the world. And if it stay in my mind, the world will never receive it. And sometimes that don't happen with one thing at a time. Sometimes, man, it's a whole board full of vision that, you know, as I started, I'm directing a series that I wrote and financed, and I'm executive producing it with DC Young Flies called Departments.
Oh, wow.
So I'm editing that. I have an album, my last album that I'm working on. Not only do I have to create the music, I have to create some sort of a marketing plan, figure out who I would like to partner with to do that, create like the concept of it all, work on the art. I have two books that I'm working on. One of them is my biography. Another one is like how not to get fucked in the music business kind of book, you know what I'm saying,
Wow.
for young artists to read before they think about doing deals.
Those are both great ideas.
Thank you. I have stand-up that I'm doing now. I have the Trap Music Museum, and, you know, how to continue to generate interest and maintain our position as one of the top 5 tourist attractions in Atlanta. One of those things is, okay, we have an event on Thursday where we are unveiling the newest exhibit for the Trapper of the Year. And the Trapper of the Year for 2021, Moneybag Yo.
Seen that.
You dig what I'm saying? So
like
that
that.
event is on Thursday. Jay got a golf game in with Big U. And got the Minus Project that we still pushing and figuring out ways to stimulate the growth of that. Got a semi-scripted but unscripted mockumentary style television show that I'm also writing and developing. It's Me and the Family. It's called Royal Absurdities. So it's like family. It's like Family Hustle meets Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And writing that, preparing to present it. I have life rights for a drug lord out of Memphis named Craig Pettis. So I wrote a script called Possession with Intent about his life and his, he's the only black man that was accepted into the Golden Triangle.
Wow.
And he was top 15 of America Most Wanted, went on the run for 6 years. He got 6 life sentences now out of Memphis.
Wow.
You dig? Let's see, what else is there? Don't stop. You have plenty more things.
Are we ever going to get ATO Part 2?
Well, that's on Lauren. Everybody is respectfully waiting until Lauren feels like, what I'm saying, she's ready to come back and be new. We already got it green lit. I already got a storyline. I already got everybody already ready to do it, whenever. And, that's our sister, and we like family. So it ain't like, man, we got to do this, man. Hurry up. It's like, hey, man, just let us know. You dig?
Wow.
Let me see. There are other things, though. Okay, my life story as a kid, my version of Wonder Years, called Once Upon a Time in the 90s. It's basically the story of me meeting all of my partners, which became the PSC, and us doing all of the things that we did that led up to me getting a record deal. Let's see. Man, I got a gang of shit.
Basically, like, if somebody told you...
a coup. I got a coup,
Ooh.
Hustle Gang, Strivers Row. All 3 of those are still in business, still operating, still, thank you for everybody's support, still in retail stores. So thinking about ways to continue to stimulate, and magnify the presence of those brands. We got All Def Digital, which I was a part of the group that acquired All Def Digital, and we're doing very good. And we're bringing back Roast Me. Bringing back Roast Me. I have a social media DSP platform called Riff, sort of like Clubhouse meets Zoom meets Spotify. We are full-fledged DSP.
If somebody told you that you had to go chill on an island in Hawaii or some shit for a month, would that sound like a good idea, or does that sound like you're going to be tortured the whole time because you can't be working on shit?
I know how to chill. I just take my phone with me. Take my phone. Hey, man, do this. Hey, man, I need you to do this. Hey, man, what's up? Thought you were doing that. Hey, man, is this finished? Is that finished? I could do what I do anywhere.
Right.
This is my office. I could do what I do anywhere. I was doing it on the golf course.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel bound, constricted, or confined to any area specifically that I have to do.
But you never turn off that part of your brain that's always being creative and working on shit?
Wake me up at night.
Because I love you as an actor.
Sleep.
I love you in film. I love you as an actor.
Thank you.
And I love your perspective on things. I kind of want you to take that 50 Cent route too. And I want to see what would your creation be like, and what stories can you tell?
Man, I think that what I see right now is everybody want more sugar than medicine. I see that. So to get the kind of support, attention, financial backing, I kind of gotta develop I gotta get a bunch of numbers. I gotta rally the troops, and that comes with shit that is easy on the eye. Not a lot of thought-provoking shit early on catch people's attention at first glance. So that's why I did Departments, which is a comedy. Departments is like a comedy about Friday, set in Atlanta, about this apartment complex, all of the characters that exist in this apartment complex, and all of the crazy shit that happened within this apartment complex. Directed 2 episodes in the editing process of that. King is in it, Carlos Miller, Cheating Admiring, Tokyo Jets, Tokyo Vanity, Tyler Chronicles, Erica Duchess, J Ski, Nav, Throwed Off One.
Love Nav.
Yeah, Money Bad Mafia. Like, it's a bunch of young, hungry, talented comics. Henry Welch, Nesto. Like, man, I can't even name all of them, bro. It's a bunch of hungry comics on there being drop dead funny.
Do you, like, with the Trap Museum, I assume the reason why this exists is because you don't want other people being the ones telling the story of who matters in hip hop.
Well, I think that it's incredibly important for us to maintain control of our narrative of the things that we had a hand in creating. Or else, I mean, should I wait for someone like you to do it?
Absolutely not.
Should I wait for? I mean, he's smart enough. Somebody would say Trap Music Museum. Oh hell yeah!
When I heard
know
of it,
all
I'm
the
like,
guys.
that's a fucking idea
You see
right
what
there.
I'm
I like
saying?
it.
But if nobody does it, then I can't blame people like you for coming in and taking advantage of an untapped market. You know what I'm saying? So I did it because I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see no white person do it before us, to be honest with you.
It's fair enough.
And I love Atlanta for you guys are always putting your foot first. First foot forward. Like you guys are always ahead of us doing stuff. You guys are way more together than us. First
Who is us?
the West
LA.
Coast.
Nah, man. I think everybody got their pros and cons, positives and weakness. I mean, positives and negatives, strengths and weaknesses. I don't think that we are just so far ahead astronomically that you.
Togetherness.
I
would
think
say-
when you look at LA,
I would
it
say
is
togetherness.
divided as a
camaraderie.
motherfucker.
Like, yes.
Y'all come together for the right reason.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
We definitely don't have a street all black owned restaurants like we don't.
I don't know, but see, I think because of the civil rights movement and all of us, especially my generation, every generation in Atlanta was born with the privilege of being able to stand on the shoulders of giants of the ones that came before them. Everybody know Dr. King, but they don't know about Daddy King, Alonzo Herndon, people like that. Alonzo Herndon was the first black millionaire in Atlanta. You know what I mean? He started as a barber, but he cut white folk hair. He cut white folk hair not because he ain't like black people, but because he knew that white folk discuss business in the barbershop. So while he getting their haircut, he ear hustling. He hear about some shit called insurance. You know what I mean? He knew black folk in our community, we ain't had no insurance. So he white labeled some insurance and was the only black man that was offering insurance to our people, became the first black millionaire. You know what I mean?